In our today's business show, we bring to you the Tric Gaming Cafe. The gaming business that has been running for 6 years now encompasses different age groups from children to adults. Some employed and others in colleges have carried the thrill of video games either to pass time, and some doing it professionally in tournaments. And here is the Tric Gaming Cafe story.
My name is Banis McKenna and I work for Tric Gaming Cafe. They're all situated in the CBD here in Nairobi, and gaming cafes. I think it's a way of curbing leisure time for people. Most people here, you'll find that when they're free, probably they'll pop into a club and stuff like that. So we thought, why not create something that can be convenient both for the young and the old. So it's something that you can pop in, play. It's a relaxation kind of thing, activity, where it doesn't really need a lot of brain work to actually do it. So you just come, do your thing, and then you can go. At the beginning, I would say the youth group, because those are the most people you find they like gaming. But then we realized actually even the very young kids, from as young as 4 years to people who are as old as 50, they do pop in here actually and game. So it's a very interesting kind of activity where every day we see different people coming in, and we realize actually the age group keeps changing. But then we'd say most of our clientele are the youth.
The industry that initially was barely recognized has in the recent times come to hit large in the market, an indication that quite a good number of the audience have come to appreciate the industry.
I'd say at the beginning it was hard because it was not something that is really known, but with time, due to marketing and new technologies coming up, I think it's much easier. But then I would say it's a lot of effort. It's not something that is really known. You'll find that people who know gaming in Kenya actually know gaming, but then how do you reach the audience that do not know there's a word like gaming out here? So I think slowly as days progress, and so many people coming out to actually talk about gaming, people are coming to understand, oh, so there's gaming out there. So we realize that with time we get new clientele, which is very interesting.
With various gaming zones coming up in Nairobi, especially the CBD, how does the Tric cope up with the growing competition?
I think I can say we've made a name for ourselves. For us to sustain our business for that long, it means that we are actually doing something right. So we do not fear competition. It's actually a good thing, because now we realize, oh, gaming is actually growing. Because if you see more ventures coming out there, it's because people are looking for something, like it's a market gap that maybe people realize, oh, there are more gamers and they need more gaming facilities. So for us, we really like it because we'd like to see what people are offering that we're not offering. But then on the other lighter note, we realize the more they come up, the more they go. Because for us, for people to beat us, it will take a lot of hard work. We do have membership where we have a membership registration that is always ongoing. So that's one way that we use to actually retain our clients. So the beauty about being a member is that you get a card that is personalized with your name, the logo, and your personal details. So every time you game at a discounted price, unlike if you're gaming as a normal clientele, which is a good thing because also with the card you get to redeem points. So when you look at it, most of the people will find it more convenient because one, you're gaming at a discount, and two, you're earning points that you can actually redeem for more gaming time. So by that, we make our clients feel like they're at home. They have something that they can say they're part of Tric. So that's something that we really take it to heart, and we make sure that our clients are comfortable. We also give good customer service, which is something I can say for a fact that we put our A game to that. And also the fact that most of our employees here are ladies. So for some reason, guys walking in, being attended to a lady, it's a plus. Other than the normal PS4 games, we also have VR, which is a new technology. It's called virtual reality. We also have the dance, where you just come dance. It's actually a different kind of gaming. We also have what we call the HTC Vive, which is on the VR, we have different types of VR. We have the PS4 VR, we have the HTC Vive VR, and then we have the Oculus. So the beauty about VR is that you get to see the world in a different way. So if, for instance, if you're playing an action sort of game on the VR, the difference between playing it on the normal PS4 is that normal PS4 you just game and you don't. But the VR beauty is that you actually feel like you're part of that. You're in the zone. You're out there doing the actual thing, which is pretty much like a new technology that is very, very interesting, but intense at the same time.
And with the growing number of clients attendance at the Tric Gaming Cafe, the obvious gaze would be that the charges for the services provided are attracting to new and existing customers.
We have an offer every morning from 8 to 11 because we open Mondays to Saturday. We are open from 8 in the morning to 10 p.m. And then on Sundays when we open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. So on Monday to Saturday, 8 to 11, we have an offer of 100 shillings an hour. And then from 11 to 10 p.m., it's 200 shillings an hour. But then as a member, instead of gaming for 200 shillings, you game at 180 shillings an hour. I do a lot of social media. We do promote most of our posts. Also word of mouth, where if someone comes here, would ask you to actually refer a friend. Where if you bring in a friend, the friend, if it's your first time gaming, we give you like 30 minutes free trial to just try out maybe different types of game and see what fits you. And then also we do door-to-door marketing. We actually go to like institutions, we go to estates. It's a lot of hard work. But then the key thing, I would say social media. There are days that are very good, like in any other business. There are times we make money, there are times we just don't make money. It all matters because now you'll find that on the good side is that yes, there is no business that you can run if you're not making any sort of profit. So there is the profit bit. But then also it takes a lot of hard work for us to get there. For us to make the sort of profits is because one, we make sure that our customer service is on top, and then we are up to date with the games that are coming. We are always the first. If there's a game that is coming up, be sure you'll find it at Tric. And then also we tend to do a lot of questionnaire. We ask our clients, what are some of the things that you'd like us to like introduce? What is it that you don't like that you'd want us to put off? And then also we give offers time to time.
The business that is booming on a daily basis, McKenna, the Tric Gaming Cafe's supervisor, points to us on some of the challenges that the gaming industry faces.
People think that gaming is more of a male-dominated zone. So you'd find like 97% of our clients are male. So one challenge is that we are trying to get ladies to actually participate and to make them feel that actually it's not like our male-dominated zone, also ladies can dominate. So we have all sorts of games, most of the games, but most people think that we only have FIFA. But then we have so many games that ladies can participate, like the Just Dance. But then you'll find that with this industry, there are games that people think are for male, like FIFA, and then Just Dance, you will hardly find a guy dancer. And yet, they are all games that are situated for both male and female. So the biggest challenge, I would say, is that how do we get ladies to actually feel that you can come in and also game like every other guy and feel part of this world. I'd say one thing that people really get confused about what we do is that people think we are a betting company, but we do not do those sort of betting. Ours is just normal PS4 games. And then something else we do have a problem is that you'll find when people like kids, when high school students close for school, you'll find they're not even allowed into the building because of their uniform. That is something that we're really having a hard time, because there's a time that there are cops who actually came and arrested some of our clients just by the mere reason they have their uniform on. So what we encourage and what we've made, the measure we've taken is that every time they come, we tell them next time you come, make sure you do not come with your uniform. So if you came with your uniform, we'll make you change. For instance, you can just wear a normal t-shirt as long as it's not branded with your school uniform, of which I think the government should also understand that what we do is totally different from what they think we do. The sort of gaming we do is from the 4-year-olds to the mature lot, you say. Like even the games we have, you'll see even in our disc, we have games for 4 years, parental guidance written on the cases, 16, 15, 18. So we make sure that the environment is conducive even for the young. That's why you'd find even on normal occasion, you'll find maybe, but for the young, like the very young kids, like less than, I'd say 10 years, they are accompanied here by a guardian. Maybe your mother, your older sister, someone who's just here to watch over you.
what are the measures that the government should take in regards to the gaming industry?
I'd like the government to understand that we are an environment that is mindful of even the young. We do not reveal content that is not appropriate for the young kids, because also gaming is fun even for the younger people than the older people. Personally, when I was very young, I'd say I gamed more than I'm even gaming right now. So they should also understand, as much as the business is located in town, we attract all sort of age groups, from the very young to the very old. So if the government can give us the leeway to actually welcome the young without even fear that they may come here and harass us, it would be amazing.
And to the final word.
I'd say first you have to have passion for it and believe in yourself. Like we've seen so many gaming shops being opened around, but then they close. Because you'd come to Tric, see how we do, you think it is as easy as you say it, but then there's a lot that is put in place that people do not see. So I'd say one, you should have passion for it, and look at your target audience. Who are the people you're looking for, and what are some of the things that you're going to offer that is not being offered? Because now when you start a business, you should look for what is lacking. What is the society looking for that is not there, that is not being provided, so that you can provide for them to come. But then now if you come in to offer the same services that people have been getting, it will be hard for people to leave Tric and come to your business. You have to have something that stands out, that makes you different from every other gamer. If the media can actually make this known, it would be a greater thing. Like, there are people who really take gaming seriously. There are people who do gaming as a career, and it pays actually. It pays. Like for us, the tournament registration was only 200 shillings. And for number one, he walked out with 100,000, which is very good money. And number two went with 50,000, number three, 25,000.
Let's say the media is not doing enough.
Yeah. That's something that should be out there. Let people, we have gamers, but most of the gamers you'll find, like the most people who registered for the tournaments are gamers who game at home. Because you'll find people have like a TV and a normal console and a pad at home. So they game at home. But then would want them to actually, for a gamer to know another gamer, and create like their own community where they can actually just meet, compete within themselves, and realize, because now if you don't compete with someone, you wouldn't know how good you are at a sport. So until you meet with your fellow gamer, that's when you can actually say, then for a fact, I'm good at this sport.
For the entrepreneur's mind, Timothy Zawadi.